From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Well, we're headed into another big temperature swing soon, but the last several days has been a big temperature swing of its own. Of course, you know, we've been the last 3 or 4 days here in a much more winter-like feeling. It's maybe easy to forget that less than a week ago it was 80 degrees back on the 26th of October, which is just 6 days ago. And you can see these are our high temperatures. Of course, low temperatures a lot colder than this, but over the weekend with all the rain that we had Saturday and Sunday, I had a high of 40 on Saturday, and you can see the last couple of days here compared to normal, it's either been way above or way below, but we're about to start the temperature trend the other direction here over the next few days. You can kind of see the beginnings of that as I show you the statewide temperatures. 40s on our side of the state, and even in the central Oklahoma. Northwestern Oklahoma's in the 50s. Guyman, 62 degrees out in the panhandle. We'll start to see some of that migrate our way, especially as we head towards Thursday is when we'll start to see those kind of temperatures return. So if warm weather or warmer weather fans, warmer days are coming. Today is still quite a cool, chilly one, even with sunshine because of that steady, gusty south breeze. You still want the jacket. We'll climb into the low 50s this afternoon. Normal high is 67, so still well below that, but 50-degree weather. Coffeyville, Kansas, over towards Veneta, Miami, down towards Wagner, out into Creek County, Pawnee County as well. Could be some 54, 55-degree readings there. Same in the southeastern Oklahoma, Webbers Falls, Eufaula, Quinton, Hannah, McAllister, all in the low to mid 50-degree range. I'll show you the big picture here to see the change in the weather pattern. We had that deep upper level trough that came diving in over the last few days that drove in the chillier air. Before that, we had kind of a southwesterly flow that brought in all the moisture last week. Well, now this is all changing. That deep upper level trough and all the cold air starts to get pulled to the north and east. By the weekend, we're in more of what's called a zonal flow, kind of just west to east flow, which usually doesn't bring us any sort of big storm systems rain-wise. Doesn't really bring us a whole lot of cold air either. So through the weekend, a trough swings across the northern plains, might bring a shower or two nearby, but probably not. And I'm just going to let this roll. It's going to go through about a week's worth of data from the end of this weekend through next week into next weekend. And notice, not a whole lot of change here. We're kind of on the mild side of things with the colder air locked up to our north. And until that changes, again, we won't see as big of fluctuations towards the cold side of things that we just had. In fact, as we look at the temperature trend over the next 7 days, kind of looks like Alan mentioned this morning, kind of the mountain climber from The Price is Right here as we go from the chilly side of things way up to the mountaintop here, and then we may start to trend it back down early next week. So for Bedlam, I want to get back to this because I had incorrect numbers that I typed in earlier. For Saturday, tailgating, late morning, lunchtime will feel, you know, cool in the morning, but feeling really nice. And then 70s, lower 70s during the game. I think the weather just looks great for what's the last Bedlam for potentially a long time. Tulsa football. Homecoming on Saturday at Chapman Stadium at about the same time. That kickoff's at 3, Bedlam's at 2:30. And you can tell temperature-wise it's going to be about the same story. If you're going to be at Chapman Stadium, it's going to be great. Fall colors trying to pop in some locations, especially north and east of Tulsa. You can see Guthrie Green. We're seeing a few more colors. Look for Muskogee as well. And this is the time of year that our northeastern counties really start to see those colors pop up pretty quickly. So as we head into this week, over the next few days, you know, from Bartlesville, Coffeyville out towards Grand Lake, down towards, you know, say Natural Falls State Park, kind of getting into that peak looking fall foliage season here pretty quickly. So you probably want to go see those colors in the next several days in northeastern Oklahoma. Southeastern Oklahoma still a little ways to go. And the good news is if you're going to go look for fall colors, look at the temperatures looking much better. After chilly weather today, we're rebounding and we're back in the 70s this upcoming weekend.